Hello and welcome to the next episode. Now, I have to admit I made a big mistake. I lost recording for a month, so I had to restart here in May. So the last episode ended in January with me starting to clean up Lear by going after Protectorate Fleet and Servant Fleets. And yeah, the beginning of this episode basically was me talking about this and saying what I want to do. And more or less that's it, what happened in between. So I went after all these objectives that I was announcing already at the end of last episode. So we have expanded into Myanmar here, and now we are going to go after the alien admin in here when our Indian armies have healed up. And yeah, I also retook the control points in India that we were missing. Now, what I intend to do next is merging these two together probably rather soon. I'm playing around with Turkestan here to move stuff around to maximize mission control this way. And I intentionally ruined the US. So apologies to all American viewers here. I really screwed this country over now on purpose because I'm going to abandon this hellhole of stuff. Because I don't want to own it. Because I will take over the EU instead. And the reason why I will abandon the US is simply that the split-off state that we created early on are all hostile claims now. And if I were to reconquer or pacify it peacefully, they would stay hostile claims. So the US would end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hostile states. Of a total of 12 or whatever. I don't know. 17 or something. And this is unmanageable because currently already the unrest value is, the cohesion value is 0. It would only get worse with the hostile claims. And yeah, unrest will only go up as well. So I have started to even further release stuff and just scavenge them with spoils to get some more into my war treasury here. And over time I'm going to just let myself be taken here by the servants and then, well, yeah, whatever. Let them do what they want here. They don't have any nukes left and the armies can feel free to mop up the remaining states again. It will not help you pacifying this nation here. So this is the end of America project here, let's call it like this. And the end of the alien admin is also progressing nicely here now. So this will be resolved soon as well. And I'm currently just pacifying my holdings here. And then when this is done and I'm satisfied, I'm going to move my attention into the EU. In space, we have now finished the first batch of the Helicon battleship, which is basically just a railgun ship with a bit of point defense each. And those will, of course, help us defeating any major fleet that's flying from the aliens towards us. And looking at the aliens, they have started to build more ships now because they will contest Leo now. They have also sent out an assault carrier fleet. So in 336 days, I'm going to have a big fight against the alien. But maybe something will happen before as well. And they will continue to build ships now, and then they will build fleets and send them against me. So we have to construct as many ships as possible, for which I have also made a new station, or rather I intend to. It's currently... this one can go now, so bye-bye. I've made one here, the Heraclitus station. That's going to be the L1... how do we want to call it? The L2 transit station. The reason for this one is the ugly physics of space. So we are currently with our fleet deep in the gravity well of Earth. If we want to fly away, we need to get out of the gravity well, which pretty much looks like that the ship's going to start here and then accelerate and accelerate and accelerate and so on until it at some point can get out of the gravity well for good. I'm taking the L2 here which is the outward facing point where the Earth gravity is equalizing against other gravities like the Sun's. L2 is the obvious one, Sun here, Earth here, and L2 is where we go to. It's in the shadow, basically, of Earth. So we can transfer our fleet from Earth to L2 later, and then from L2 we fly somewhere into the solar system. And this will save us a bit of fuel, or rather we can refuel here and then fly forward and have better transit times than compared to starting in the Leo orbit of Earth itself. Of course, if you have a fusion drive, it's no longer that important, but for our Helican-based designs, it will be playing a role a bit. Especially if we want to have decent transit times to asteroids or something, which probably will be our first objectives here soon. What's that? Oh, that's a damaged fleet. And yeah, so that's the situation. And I'm pushing through a lot of stuff now. We are going to look into diamondoids as soon as possible, ideally, so that we get adamantine armor as well. And yeah, that's our goal. Also, right color automation will lead us into some nice stuff like space traffic control here. But also we want to get to ring habs now and colony habs, and then we can work further from there into the future here. I'm going to stay Earth-based science, so if someone asks like, why do you not make more science on Mars? I decided against it. I want to be resource conservative here to build more ships. And yeah, this means we are going to also trade a bit with Exodus soon again, because Exodus has a lot of nobles here that we can trade for. We can also get some volatiles from them, and ideally we will bribe them again so that we are no longer in conflict, that we are in tolerance again, and then we trade with them. That would be my dream here. We can... It's unlikely that we can trade with Protectorate there. But Exodus is my preferred trading partner here. Ooh, we can also get money from Initiative if we want to. Nice. But yeah, let's keep going here and establish further our space presence and escalate the space war. So, we are going to have a very important mission phase now here in October. First of all, we have now entered total war with the aliens. So this has happened in the last 1 or 2 weeks, or 2 mission phases. Somewhere in September, I'm not sure exactly when, I just noticed it. But it wasn't there when I took over the Protectorate base here on that asteroid Olutetia. So that has to be happened afterwards. Now, but what I want to say is I finally was able to spot a servant agent that we can reliably convert to our side. So this one only has a loyalty of 4, and we are going to take him in. The only question is, does he maybe have a loyalty tracker? That would be unfortunate. Let's see. You. Do you have... Bam. This person has a loyalty tracker. So that's not great, but we are going to still convert him, because we just need temporary intel on the aliens here on Earth to see what is left of the aliens after the last bastion of the alien admin, which has now moved to here because Thailand flipped, when this has fallen. So if there are any facilities, we need to take them out. Furthermore, I need to do a war declaration here. So we're going to actually use this advisor here
heading to the capital
and declare war on Bangladesh to integrate it into the Greater India. And also, we don't need to buy anymore. We can instead...
I will tell our story.
Wait a second. We can stay on advisor. We don't need to do 2 public opinions
Standing
here
by for orders.
right away. So
Time
we can
to
just
make
do
our
it
move.
like this, and then
I'm here.
Fulat here will get started on increasing unrest at Paris,
the government.
because we are now going to switch
Standing by
focus
for orders.
towards
Where do you
flipping the EU
Your
to
orders?
our side. So Verena here will do public campaigns. There we go. And
We must persuade the people.
perfect. So we're going to flip an agent. We're going to start working on the EU. We are expanding India. And in general, we are pretty well off. Only the African Union is extremely unstable. So we do have basically no cohesion and our rest value is terrible. And of course the resting point is 9.8. So if we were to leave this one alone, it would completely collapse over time. This is of course not what we want. So we have to hammer down on the unrest from time to time, while we keep investing here into its future. The only things we can do to pull it up from its terrible or miserable cohesion is actually the remaining hostile claims, and then inequality and democracy score. So, but democracy will be a very, very slow process. We can see here that we barely get 0.01 per month. So there is no way that we can make this one better in a short time frame here. Instead, we are going to also use a lot of knowledge here. We can go down a bit in government and instead use one more point here in unity to just balance it off. This way it will just get less in equal, it will get less, will get more developed, it will get with a better education, but the process will be just slow. So this can stay as it is, and we just from time to time need to throw a few stabilize on it. The Arab Union is relatively stable, India is also now relatively stable, and so we can finally put some attention elsewhere. And by the way, the US is totally cooked, so they have annexed stuff back in, and they do have a lot of hostile claims now. And what I wanted to do and what I wanted to achieve is actually working. We can see here that they are wasting 1, 2, 3 or 4 actions on stabilize here per mission phase. And that's exactly what we want, because then they are going to be busy to fix Europe as well. And if the aliens help out, that's also fine. So there's enough stuff they need to fix now, which keeps them busy here. So let's see what happens now when our missions go through.
We now have a spy in their
There we
ranks.
go. We now have a spy, and we can see the alien facilities. We have one in Bangkok, or in Nizhny Novgorod even. So these two exist here. We definitely want to take them out as soon as possible. And yeah, pretty neat. Our spy here, of
Don't
course,
let them
we're going
find out.
to just put him on 0 for now. Let's see what they got actually. So they have 6, of course. They have, I mean, they're decent here. Decent agents. It would be a shame if something happens to them. So we definitely want to take out the admins here. The high admin agents definitely have to go eventually. But yeah, we don't need to do it right now. We can do it soon. So, okay, let's see also the unrest missions here. Ooh, commercial mining. Nice. And we go into, yeah, more nobles. Definitely. Oh, global techs are also coming in. What a mission phase. So much stuff in one mission phase here.
The people will come to our side.
So we're going to push public opinion. Ooh, security accountability as well. Do we have another project available? I don't think so. Nope, we don't. So in this case, we go into, ooh, economy priority. Economy, yes. That's definitely worth it. And let's keep going.
The uprising is underway.
The uprising is
There we go,
underway.
nice.
You'll frown at my ignorance and romantic.
So, what can we do? We could either go into advanced shipbuilding to finally get the adamantine, ships of the line, and so on. We could go into space navies to finally get the flag bridge. Or we go into fusion to get the fusion pile. And I think I want to get 1 slot on fusion now. We can get another 2 here. We're definitely going to get this one. So let's just push this through here in this mission phase, so that we can also pick one there. Ooh, even better. So we get mining. We should... Yeah, this is a problem now, because this would overflow. Let's put this like... Let's put it like this here. Yeah, let's make it like this. And we get 5% mining, of course. Declare war here on Bangladesh. And pull everyone in so that we can... that we distribute a bit of unity. That's very important currently. And then we just invade with all our armies. So Africa should get a bit of unity from the war declaration. Here we go, yeah. Plus 0.5, really worth it here in this case, as it stabilizes the African stuff significantly. And even the others here will get a bit of unity. Yeah, everybody gets a bit of unity, so that's perfect. Exactly what we want here. Okay, and then let's wait for this one to finish as well now. At least we are in charge here now of a rival culture as well. Didn't have a breakthrough event for a long time though. Quite surprising.
Forgive me.
There we go. White collar is done. Do we really need advanced shipbuilding techniques for the adamantine? I am not sure. I think it's an ore, more or less. No, we definitely need both. Ah, damn. I also want space navies though. Now let's get the armor first and then the space navies. We can still build capital ships later with the flag bridge. So this one first. This one will be our next slot that we can hopefully pick. I'm not going to push it too hard now because I hope that someone will try to race me here. So what do we want to invest instead? I think we want the economy bonuses here. So let's keep going like this and let's break Europe. So here we are in January 2038. I was trying to break into the EU here, but that didn't really work out. So now I have taken a bit of a step back because I decided to chase some other goals down first. So for example, I've taken out the AN facility up in Russia here and also the one in Thailand here, or Thailand. And then there's a new one here in Munich, which I'm going to take out this turn. Let's see how much we want to invest here. I think like, yeah, let's make sure we do this. And also the AN admin will fall in a second here. And then we have to see if the servants will flip a new nation to the AN admin again. Or if they don't, then we can actually begin the hunt for AN agents here on Earth. Also, important to notice that we do have a few fleets flying around now, and they are building a lot of new ships everywhere. So this is going to be interesting. You can see here that there are 12 ships coming towards Earth. Actually, it's 13. Because we do have the assault couriers coming here in 100 days. There's a Titan also rallying in with them. And then there is 6 days earlier, there's a fleet hitting the moon here. And yeah, we have to see. I definitely want to take out the assault carriers here, plus the Titan. That's going to be the highest priority. The lunar fleet is okay. If this one gets through or does something else, we are not going to intercept it here. We, however, have a pretty big fleet already here. Earth 30 ships here. The second fleet, I'm also rallying it over now. Another 10 here. And there are also more battleships going to be coming in soon, which will be our main defense force here. I just hope that we can protect all stations. But now, I still want to break into the EU. For this purpose, I have made two things. I made a public opinion improver station, which has broadcast outlets here. But these will go operational on 30th of January. The broadcast outlet will give us a bonus to public opinion missions on Earth. So this will be useful to push the public opinion even harder here on the EU. I also did a few project reviews. So this project here, this one, which gives you untriggered projects if you're lucky. And we actually got the government network analysis, and I was able to trade in sanction investigations from Exodus, something like that. Not sure. Someone, oh, was it stealing? No, it was trading. Stealing was something else. And I made a few days of break, so I need to remember what happened when. But we get government network analysis. This one gives +3 to Coup missions. And that's going to be what we want to be here in the EU. The crackdown will not be successful. So the chances of that are even lower than the coup d'etat. So probably we can hit around 25% chance, maybe 30% chance for a coup d'etat with full investment of 125 ops. But I'm going to show that in a second when it's, or not in a second, but in a few months when we actually go for it. Meanwhile, we are almost now at 6,000 signs here, so it's going up nicely, and we have our India pushing more and more stuff, which is mostly because of its massive population that we got here, and we are also now wrapping up the alien admin down here. We can still add a bit of population here, like going after Kathmandu, Colombo, and Lhasa, but of course the biggest ones would be to go after Pakistan itself, but then we inherit 5 hostile claims, which is not really ideal, so probably don't want to do this. But who knows, maybe... What? Alien fauna? Where? Where did this one come from? But fine, okay, we have armies that can take care of this. Actually, you should also be on xenophone duty. So yeah, this will finally get rid of the alien admin on Earth after a few years here that they were present. Here we go. Okay, and yeah, we are going to depart, of course. Oh, we didn't get it. So China did get the aggressiveness from this. Interesting. Even though it doesn't really matter, but because we are already at maximum here. But the alien admin, therefore, should be gone now. Yeah, perfect. I thought we'd get more of a notification here, but apparently we don't. Maybe it's only China got it from kicking out the alien admin here, but yeah. Good. At least this one is now done. And this was a lot, that did cost us a lot in regards to world economy here. So, now we just go home with everything and use them for cleaning up the plants here in India as well. And we can think about expanding a bit further in the near future. Okay, I think this was the luckiest roll I ever had, because I didn't intend to be successful this turn. I was waiting for my stations to finish that I just talked about, like the public opinion prover station, which was still not operational. So I was expecting that maybe in February we can be successful with the coup d'etat here, because then we have the really proper chances of success. But apparently we got lucky this time already. So we were able to push them out, and let's see what our chances were. 8% and they got 3%. Great. So this is like, that's a crazy roll. I was expecting to be around 10, and then next phase probably around 20 to 25 because of the public opinion and the increased unrest. So what I did this turn was increasing unrest, but now we just lost a lot of it, minus 2.7, because unrest immediately plays into the success chances of a coup. And funnily enough, we even got government from this. We also got unity. We didn't lose inequality, because this only happens if you do a revolution like on its own, not a coup d'etat. This is an amazing result. A really amazing result. And now we got another science nation. We are going to grab the last 2 control points here now in this mission phase. And yeah, and then we are going to start a cleanup operation here. So basically what we now want to do here is unify everything that we have left here. So we are going to pretty much for the entire campaign now, we are going to hold to Africa, United Arab League, India, and Russia, and European Union, and everything in between, and we are going to just annex everything that is not aligned here. So like these small nations that are still remnant here, they will all have to go. And yeah, so that's going to be our earthly goals now. And with that, our focus will switch to space massively. I didn't want to continue building ships because I wanted to test them out first here. But now with the influx of new mission control, I'm going to remedy that, and I'm going to build more of my battleships here. I currently already have a few designs of this. I have this one, it's just the old one with the laser defense here, and then I have this one here, which has also the laser defense. It's an upgraded version of the previous one. I think it was, right? Is there a difference? I don't think so. So, yeah. And then there is this one, which is autocannon design. So not a laser design, instead using the autocannon fully kinetic now. And probably going to be quite awesome, but also a big strain on my computer. So we are going to continue building ships on Earth now. Let's do 4 of those here. And then let's queue in a few of the newer laser ships as well. So 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and then we fill up. Wait a second, is it Mars already? No, it's not Mars already. What I don't have yet is a flag, how it's called, flag module to reduce mission control in fleets. But that's going to come up soon, and then I have to build a ship design, probably not a battleship, but a battle cruiser, to be our main command center for the fleet. What we also can do, theoretically, right, the difference in the design is the acceleration here. Right, I made them with 3 engines here, because they can get us to the belt. So these cruisers, these battleships here, we could go with them. So if we go from the Earth shipyard here, and then we, for example, could get to, I think we could even get to Jupiter with these guys here. So if we were to go here, of course they don't have enough KPS, but that's easily fixable. It's more about the acceleration that we do have 18. So if we now would go up to, I don't know, like 25 propellant tanks here, that would be 60 weeks, so maybe we would need to... Nah, this is very unlikely. Yeah, I don't think these ships will get us to Jupiter itself. They might only get us to Ceres, for example. On the other hand, I need to make a change here. Right, I have this station over here. Right, I need to change this one. So the L2 transit station. Yeah, this is immediately 14 weeks less to Jupiter already. I don't think I will do this here, but we can. So this would be a big... Why did it not save this one now? Weird. Yeah, but we can work with this one a lot better than with the old one. The only problem is that we don't have any modules yet that give us an output to this drive, but I don't think there is one for the Helicon drive. So like a boost to the engine here, like this module here, 20% boost. So we have to accept it. In the end, I think I just want to transition into a static defense fleet here and get rid of my monitor class ships here long term. So these monitor classes, I will keep them which are at Mars, but I will switch out the ones here on Earth. So actually I should think about what I want to do. I could also upgrade my monitors here on Earth and then just send those to Ceres and Ceres 2 and Jupiter. But these ones are, yeah, they will be a problem as well. So even if we go up to like 20 propellant here and to 6 drives, it's 25 weeks, which is really good. But these ships are relatively weak. And we would need to put a lot more armor on them. Let's say like 6 or something. Still 25 weeks, so this could work. It would require a lot of rebuilding time to get them upgraded. I'm not 100% sure if we want to do this. But what I want to say here is that on Earth itself, we are going to have a massive defense fleet. I will aim for like 20 to 25 battleships, which are just going to hold Earth orbit. And then another smaller fleet on Mars, like 10 battleships maybe, and a few monitors. And then I really have to see what I can send out into the asteroid belt and Jupiter to get started on actively going against the aliens. The good thing now is that with the conquest of the EU here, we are going to have a pretty decent science output. A really decent one. And this is going to be really good. So what we can also do here, as we can see here with the claims, we can start taking stuff from Russia here as well. So we are going to take stuff from Turkey to Turkey here, but also into the EU. This will of course weaken the Russia even further, but we don't really care anymore. So this is only going to be a rump state. The true magic is going to be Turkestan here, which we maybe later on will merge into the EU again, as we did it in our other campaign. But let's see. For now, let's keep going in the next episode. So leave a like and subscribe, and see you next time, where we can finally start hunting the aliens down on Earth and in space.